Now, discussions aimed at ending a bitter oil dispute between Sudan and South Sudan have broken off without agreement Wednesday in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. South Sudanese officials say the two sides remain far apart on a deal. South Sudan is also accusing Sudan of violating a new non-aggression pact by bombing the border town of Joselow on Tuesday. VOA's Gabe Joselow reports.
South Sudan is retooling its armed forces, working to strengthen the former rebel Southern People's Liberation Army into a more formal military. Soldiers here at the Bilpam military base in Juba could be called into battle sooner than expected if a bitter oil dispute with Sudan turns from a war of words into action. The South shut off oil flows to the north, claiming Sudan has stolen millions of dollars worth of crude. Khartoum says it confiscated the oil to compensate for unpaid transit fees. South Sudan's Deputy Defense Minister, Major Majak Dagut, says such actions represent a serious threat to the new nation.
I don't want to pinpoint it to any particular source, but anything that tends to threaten our core interests as a nation, of course, will have to be responded to.
Although Major Dagut did not specifically say Sudan was the primary threat to South Sudan, outside his office, a statue of former SPLA General John Garang points firmly toward the north. Amanda Shao of the Enough Project says the oil shutdown also could provoke Sudan to take action.
With the South saying that, one, they're willing to break off relations completely with the North, two, that they will seek alternative pipelines so that their oil doesn't have to flow through the North. Khartoum is left with very little options in terms of dealing with its economic situation. Remember, it's a regime that has few friends in the international community.
South Sudan declared independence from the North last July, following decades of civil war that killed more than 1 million people. Sporadic fighting has continued. In the past year, Sudan has bombed areas near the border where it suspects Southern-backed militias to be active, including an attack on Abyei in May of last year that displaced up to 100,000 people. The leaders of both nations have said a return to war is a possibility. On the streets of Juba, a rapidly developing capital, businessmen are nervous about the prospect of violence. Michael Toma sells automotive supplies at the Jebel market.
In my own opinion, I for one, I think war, I don't want to rule out war because war is inevitable. However, I shall like to ask the two authorities to work together and come into dialogue so that we can reach a harmonious conclusion that's going to benefit either country.
Others, like Simon Gattierye, say if Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir wants war, he will get it.
If the Bashir came with the peace, and then our president will talk to the Bashir in a peaceful manner. If the Bashir, we want to fight with the people of South Sudan, we are ready. Even now we are ready.
Both countries are dependent on South Sudanese oil, and as a prolonged shutdown continues to drain their two economies, tensions are bound to increase. Gabe Joselow, VOA News, Juba.